it's a little bit narcissistic. Just last night I was telling my girlfriend I don't want to do clowning anymore because it's so much like I feel like I'm in this world and I exist in this world, and that's where all my outlet is. That's where I'm connecting with people, and that's where I'm making friends, and that's where. But like I want to like take a break from that, and I think I need to be a healthy person. I need to also do that outside of off stage, because it has become kind of therapeutic to do clown. In my history, I've had a lot of death in my family. Like by the time I was 13, my mother, my father, and a brother had died all separate, every 3 years between when I was 7 and 13. I had another death in my life, and it's so kind of interesting that in my clown show, my partner, El Macho Norte, dies, and I have a funeral for him. I'm going from personal history. Like my clown show is about that, and in this character, which is me, throughout the show is constantly trying to connect with the audience, and in the show, in this one moment, he connects with everybody. Literally, there's a really interesting moment where they all are one. And it's just a dream fulfillment. This for this character and for me. And then the next moment, on purpose, I dash that, because that's life. In the hospital there's me and another clown, and we'll have typically 4 hours to do our rounds. We have doctor rounds, so we go to see kids in their rooms, and it's a great opportunity to perform for all these bored people who've been sitting there for hours on end. And sometimes we'll make it something really subtle. Sometimes we'll come in, hello, we've got a show for you. All of a sudden you're in a circus, and we're gonna do our little circus for you in this clinic. We play with the family a lot, which is really great, because the family is there as much as the kids are. So it feels nice to be able to play with a kid and get the parent going, either through involving them in the bit or kind of tossing them some adult humor along the way. Always feels a little bit naughty because you're in a hospital, but to toss this sort of like sexual humor, or I don't know if maybe we're not supposed to do this. I don't know. But I very rarely go to that place of like, I remember what it was like to be in the hospital when I was a kid. I'm not there right now when I go there to work, there because my parents are in the hospital. I'm there to help kids cope and to enjoy themselves. And I do not go there. When I go in the hospital, I do not go to to that place of being there when I was in this crazy time of my life. Even when I was in that crazy time of my life, I was kind of having fun. We're not there necessarily to make them laugh all the time. We're there to make a connection. There was one moment where I was like standing at the elevator, and I realized I'm standing next to a priest. Like, I'm dressed like a clown, and I'm standing next to a priest. All the jokes, all the wheels are turning, and it was like, no, John, it's enough to just stand here and be next to the priest in the hospital, because we're both ministering to these people to raise a spirit somehow. And I'm not I used to be sort of a religious person and spiritual, and clown for me has filled that role. Like, I feel like this is my church.